Welcome to PowerPoint Advanced Lesson 3. In this tutorial, you will learn how to insert slide transitions, edit effect functions, edit transition speed and sound, insert slide animations, edit effect options, edit advanced animation, and select timing. For those of you who do not know, a transition is how you want your presentation to look when you're moving from one slide to another. So in order to insert a slide transition, I'm going to first start on my first slide, and then I'm going to click on the transition tab in the ribbon, and you will see that there are a variety of different transitions that you can use. If I click on this arrow with the line above it, there are a bunch more options you can choose from. So for a second I'm going to click off of it so that I can just see it in this bar. Now watch what happens when I press cut. Some of these will go quickly, so you have to look carefully. Here's fade. Here's push. Here's wipe. Split. Reveal. Random. Shape. Uncover. Cover. And if I scroll down, there's flash, dissolve, checkerboard, lines, and a whole bunch more that you can just click on and try to see what you like. Now keep in mind, when you select a transition, you do not want your PowerPoint presentation to become overwhelming with the amount of different transitions that you have. So I would suggest that you would stay with one main transition from slide to slide. At most, I would say 2, just to try to keep it consistent. For my PowerPoint presentation, I'm going to click on Flash. And then there's some options that you have. You will notice it has effect options here. In this case, when I clicked on Flash, I cannot click on this button. That means there are no options with this transition slide type. Let's say I try to go to switch. Now you'll see I can click on this button. And you can have the transition come from the right or the left. So depending on the one you choose, the effect options are different. This one is shred. This is the stripes come in, stripes go out, particles in, particles out. So you can choose how you want it to look. So I'm going to press on push, and I can see that I can change my effect options. So I'm going to move it from left to right. And then the next thing I'm going to look at is editing my transition speed and sound. Under the transition tab to the right in the ribbon, you will see timing. I can apply a sound to my transition if I choose by clicking on this arrow. And as you can hear, as I move my cursor down, it changes the sound. So you can choose whatever sound you want, or you do not need to have a sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose no sound at this time. So I'm going to click no sound. But if you would like a sound, you're certainly more than welcome to choose one. You can also change the duration of your slide transition, how long you want the transition to be. So if I adjust it up, I can adjust it down. This is changing the seconds that it takes. So I'm going to keep it lower because I don't want to take it to take that long when I'm showing my PowerPoint presentation. So I'm going to keep it at 125. in order to save yourself some time, in the timing box, after I make my changes to transition type, effect options, sound, and duration, I can click the button Apply to All, which will apply it to all of the slides. If you do not press this, then you're going to have to individually change the transition options under each slide. So I'm going to check, click on Apply to All, and that has now applied it to all of my slides. Now I'm going to show you how to insert a slide animation. A slide animation is selecting how you want the text or image to come onto each individual slide. So a transition was how you transition from one slide to the next, and a animation is how you want the text or images to come on each slide. In order to do that, I'm going to click on the animation tab in the ribbon, and you can see I have a whole bunch of different options here. Right now, if you're looking at my screen, these all look like a dull color here. That should tell you something. What it should tell you is that you have not clicked on any smart art graphic, you have not clicked on any text, you've not clicked on any picture or image. So this is just a reminder that you need to click on what you want to add animation to. The first thing I'm going to add an animation to is Earth Science. Now you notice as soon as I click on it, now you can see different colors here. Now there's different options that you can have as how you want that text to come in. Before we even select an option, what I would like you to do is click on Animation Pane, and you will see a window pop up to the right hand side of your screen. This will show you an outline for you all the different animations that you put on the page. It's a nice reference to have when adding animations. So now that I can see this animation pane and this Earth Science is selected, if I put my cursor over the animation or click on it, some of them happen quickly, some you'll notice a little bit more. It's showing you how it would come onto the screen. So there are a variety of options. If I click on this arrow with the line above it, there's a whole bunch of options you have to select from. My suggestion would be to go through them to begin with to see all the different varieties that you have and select the one that works best for you. Now also keep in mind, you do not want too many animations on your screen. You don't want it to be too busy where people are more focused on your animations as opposed to the content you're presenting, because that is the most important part, is your presentation of the information. So now you can see that next to Earth Science I have a 1. I'm going to click back on here. That means that an animation has been applied. And I clicked on, I'm going to click on shape actually. And there are different effect options depending on which animation you choose. It just means the direction in how you want that animation to come in. So I'm going to keep it how it is. Just know that those will change depending on the animation type. Then you can add an animation this way. You can also, if you click on this arrow here, there are different ways that the animation can come on to your screen. When you go to the PowerPoint view, when you are presenting it, you can have it come onto your screen by clicking the mouse or clicking the spacebar on the keyboard, or you can have the animation start with the previous animation or have it start after the previous animation. So for example, if I press start on click, I will show you now what that does. So now you can see your PowerPoint, how it would view to your audience. As you can see, everything, the globe, or the Earth's layers, and the Smart Art graphic, and these words that came in, but you notice that the Earth Science did not. Now we chose the click option, so it won't come in until I click the mouse. I'm going to click the mouse, and now it comes in. Now I'm going to make add an animation to Earth's layers. So I click on this. I'm going to choose float in. I can change the effect options. I can have it float down if I would choose. I can also change, if I click on this arrow to the right, I can have it start with the previous animation, meaning I could have Earth layer come in at the same time as Earth Science, but then it would look too busy. So I'm going to click on Start After Previous, and I'm going to select that. And you can see all the different animations that are happening. So now I have two different animations occurring. I can also click on an image. And if I want to click on both images at the same time, I hold down Shift on my keyboard and click on the second image. And I can select an option and it will show you what it looks like. I can change the effect options if I want. And now it will come up. You will see this is one. This will come on with the click. This will come on right after Earth Science. And then these will come together. Now I'm going to choose that these come after Earth Science and Earth's layers come in. And I'm going to click that. Also notice that you can change the timing of your animations. So if I go back and click on Earth Science, it shows you I could start on click, so I can also change it from here. I can change the duration, how long it will take to complete the transition, or delay, which means how long it will take for it to come onto your screen. So I can make these changes and adjustments. Now that I've added all my animations that I want to on this slide, and I've changed how I want them to come in, how long I want it to take, and the delay that it will take for them to come on the screen, I'm now going to show you what that looks if your audience is to view this. So now that I've showed you all the different animations that you can do and the changes that you can make to your animations, I'm going to show you now what that looks like. So I applied different animations to two of my slides just so you get an idea of how it looks. So the first one doesn't start until I click. Now after everything has come on the screen, I'm going to click on here or press the space bar, and you will notice that I added an animation to crust, and you will see none of the text has come in. So this is a great way when I'm providing information to give a little information at a time so your audience isn't overwhelmed or reading ahead of you. So as I am talking about one thing, I'm going to click on the mouse and I will talk about the outermost layer. I will click on it again. Another piece of information will come up, another, and another. So this is a great way to present information. And if I press on the buttons at the bottom, you can hear the click that goes with it. And of course I didn't add animations here, but I would do the same thing to the content. You have now completed your last advanced video. It's time to add all that you learned in the advanced tutorials and apply them to your presentation. When you're finished, you will upload your project. Don't forget to refer to your PDF directions. Good luck!